as Edwin is getting himself in, I am going to go ahead. So I want everyone to be back on the Pear Deck slide. You are not looking at the Google Meet. You are looking at the Pear Deck link that you opened up. And I'm going to move us to the next slide where once again, I want you guys to circle how you are feeling. So give me a quick circle for what you guys are feeling today.
I'm circling all of them, but I just mean 2 of them.
Okay, Jaden.
I mean like the first one and the last one.
Okay.
So happy and mad.
I gotcha.
I'm in posture again.
Okay, you're gonna put that away, please. Alex, thank you for joining us. I'm just gonna send that Pear Deck link through the chat. Once you're settled down, can you please click on that so you can join our class, okay? Okay, I'm gonna give you another second, and then I'm going to share so you all can see kind of how we all are feeling today as a class. Okay, so it seems like everyone's feeling. Looks like most people are kind of on the left side of the screen, so feeling pretty good. So that's awesome to hear. Okay, so I'm going to move us to our next slide. And once again on this one, our statement is, I will be able to compare and order numbers to the 100,000s place. If you feel that you can do that, you're going to click and drag that blue circle over towards the green or the green thumbs up. If it's something maybe you're really struggling with, you can put it over towards the red thumbs down. Or maybe you're somewhere in the middle. So let me know how you are feeling towards comparing and ordering numbers. So Nick, you don't need to do it on your Google Meet screen. You can just do it right in our Pear Deck slide. And Alex, thank you for joining our Pear Deck, okay? So I'm going to show our responses just as our last few people are putting their things in. It seems like most people are feeling like they are towards the green side or maybe somewhere in the middle, okay? And then I'm going to check in with you guys at the end to see how you feel about doing this skill, okay? So I am going to move us to our next slide so you can see the work that you are going to do. So once again, we have a comparison statement. I want you to click and drag your numbers to put them in those little blue boxes. So you can create a number that would make this comparison statement true. Yes, Jaden, thank you for raising your hand.
Do we all have the same question?
Yes, you all have the same question.
Like for math and everything?
For this, yes, you all have the same question.
Oh, then everyone's going to get the same answer.
Not necessarily. Okay, I'm going to give you about 30 more seconds, and then I'm going to lock your screen so you can't move anything else, and then we're going to talk about what we did.
Why not? I mean, why are you going to?
Because I want people to be able to talk, and then instead of people getting distracted by moving things around. And then I can scroll through and see your individual responses, which is awesome. Okay, so I'm going to lock your screens for a second. So does anyone want to share where they put their numbers? And maybe why they chose to put their numbers in that place? Edwin, why don't you go ahead?
The reason why. You hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Alright, so the reason why I put the 1 in the first slot and my 4 in the second slot
I put my 1 in the first slot because it said on the other side it says 214, and then it says 214. So 1 is lower than 2 because 2 is a higher number than 1, and it's not going to be bigger a number because the thing is lower still because it has 140,029.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Edwin. Anybody else want to share their answers? And what I'm just doing is scrolling through so you can see what some of your classmates said. Jaden, why don't you share? Go ahead.
Okay. So first I looked at the first number. So first I looked at the first number and I realized, 214 to 214,915. So I said to myself, all right, so now we gotta drag these numbers down. So I looked for the highest number, and because this way it means like it's like the teeth are pointing to the big thing.
Okay.
And so I said to myself, okay, so 900. So I mean I put the 9 because it's the largest number, and then I kept putting the second largest number, the third largest number, and the fourth largest number.
Okay, so you kind of had that strategy where you went from finding the digit with the greatest value and just moving on down. Okay, that's awesome. Jenna, do you have anything you want to add? No, okay, I thought you had your hand up. Okay, and I'm seeing a couple of students are using the agreeing signal, which is awesome to see. Okay, so.
They're agreeing with me?
Oh, yeah, I think they were agreeing with what you're saying or maybe what Edwin was saying too. Okay, I have a second question for you, and this time I made sure I did the symbols correctly. I would like you to drag this symbol that will make this comparison sentence, true. So go ahead and do that, please.
I already did it.
Okay, that's fine. So I'm still waiting on a couple of people. Okay, my last 3 people, I'm going to give you another, or my last 2 people, I'm going to give you another minute.
Is that the biggest number or the lowest number?
So you need to click and drag the symbol that will make that comparison statement true. Okay, so trying to decide which number is greater or which way it goes, and then click and drag it in. Okay, I'm going to give our last student one more second to go ahead and drop an answer in there. Okay, raising your hand. Does anyone want to explain what they did? Why they chose the symbol they chose? Noah, go ahead. Okay, it has more digits. Awesome, and I love that you use that math vocabulary. Anyone else want to explain why they chose the symbol they chose? Hayden, I'd call on you, but I'm a little nervous about your microphone, my friend. You want to put it in the chat? Okay, Jenna, I'm going to call on you because I haven't heard from you yet.
They have bigger numbers and there's more digits.
Okay, and there's more digits, and probably some of those digits have a greater value, right? Awesome. Okay. Hayden, you go ahead and keep putting in your answer, okay? I'm gonna into the chat. I'm gonna give you guys another question, okay? It's similar to the other one. I want you to click and drag those digits to make this comparison statement true. So look really carefully to make sure you are putting your digits in the right spot. As I'm watching you guys, I can see some of you are moving your digits around, so your statements are true. Awesome explanation, Hayden. Thank you for putting that in the chat. Okay, can you switch back over to your Pear Deck session? Thank you, sir. And starting to answer that question. So how can you click and drag those digits to make this statement true? And then I'm going to be looking for someone else to raise their hand and tell me why they put their digits in the places they did. Okay, let's see. Eric, I haven't heard from you yet.
Well, it was easy. You tried to trick me because I thought it was going to be the same as last time, but it wasn't. So I put the 3, and then the 5.
Okay, and why did you choose to do it that way?
Because 3s are smaller than 5s. When you put the 5 at the end, that makes it in a lower digit, which will make it smaller. So the 5's in the tens place. So it would be 300,000 55.
Okay, well, first of all, that's not how we read a number, silly. So what you have is 37,355. So I want to read what an answer that I'm seeing from a lot of people and see if you guys agree with it. So what I'm seeing on people's screens is 57,535 is greater than 37,355. Is that statement true? I'm seeing a thumbs up. Ooh, but I'm also seeing some people say no. Interesting. Anyone want to share why they disagree? Or maybe some people changed their mind.
What did you say about it?
Here, let me show you a response. Okay, so this was someone's response, and actually I saw it on a bunch of people's. Do we agree with this? Is it true? I'm seeing some head nods. Noah, do you want to share?
You got me confused. It's like, I thought you meant like legs.
I know, yeah, that's why I said, oh, maybe I'll just share it with them so they can see, okay, Edwin's given a thumbs up. So that's why it's really important when we're looking at questions like this to make sure we're looking at what direction that the symbol is facing, so then we know how to move those digits around. And we're going to keep doing practices like that, okay? Here is your last questions, my friends. So I'm going to read it really carefully. Order these numbers from greatest to least. Then explain why you put them in that order. So I want you to put those numbers in order from greatest to least, and then tell me why you put that in that order. And I'm going to be sending you guys some feedback as I'm watching. So go ahead and take a couple minutes to do that, please. Miss Holden's got to make sure she knows what the answer is. Good, I like what I'm seeing so far.
It just logged me out.
Okay, so I'm liking some people are already typing their reasons why. So think about it. Let's pretend Miss Holden has gotten hit on the head and she has completely forgotten how to order numbers. What would you tell me to help me learn how to do that? That's what your reasoning should be.